FBI logo theft. FBI filed charges Friday against a Modesto man who had radical jihadi beliefs and was possibly planning a terror attack at Pier 39 in San Francisco on Christmas Day, according to a criminal complaint. Everett Jamison, 26, was taken into custody in Modesto by the FBI following several months of investigation, the FBI said. According to the complaint, Jamison expressed support for the terror attack in New York City where a man killed 8 people on October 31 when he drove onto a bike path with a rented pickup truck. Jamison also liked and loved multiple pro-ISIS and pro-terrorism Facebook posts during the FBI's investigation, the complaint stated. Click here to see the full criminal complaint. Harris affidavit said Jamison named Pier 39 in San Francisco as a target location for an attack because he had been there before and knew that it was a heavily crowded area, adding that he needed no reconnaissance or site survey. Timeline of events. The FBI's investigation began on Sept. 19, when an FBI informant reported a suspicious Facebook account. On October 24, an undercover agent privately messaged Jamison, in which he stated that he was committed wholehearted to the cause. According to the FBI, in the weeks that followed, Jamison had several more internet conversations with the agent, one in which they discussed the New York City terror attack on Halloween. According to the criminal complaint, Jamison told the agent, "Allahu Akbar. It says he was one of us. I'm glad to know we Muslims are finally hitting back. Allahu Akbar." On November 3, Jamison filled out a franchise tow truck driver application with the Modesto Police Department to be employed by a local towing company that has a contract with the city of Modesto, the complaint said. 3 weeks later, FBI special agents conducted surveillance near the towing company, where they saw Jamison in front of the building wearing the company's work uniform. In the days that followed, he was seen driving a tow truck around the greater Modesto area. According to the affidavit, another FBI agent began communicating undercover with Jamison on social media on Deck 11. The next day, Jamison said, in part, "We are in desperate times. Cal, sick, on me when I'm needed. Anything for Dar al-Islam." The FBI said. Jamison told the informant that he was a soldier in the Kafir army before he reverted and that he was trained in combat and things of war. The FBI discovered that Jamison was discharged from the U.S. Marine Corps in June 2009. He earned a sharpshooter rifle qualification, but was given discharge papers for fraudulent enlistment. He failed to disclose a latent asthma history, the complaint said. Jamison eventually met with the FBI agent on Deck 16 and told the informant that he was a tow truck driver, had the ability to provide money and was willing to travel to Syria. Despite the agent telling Jamison to go home and think about it, Jamison maintained that he was ready and prepared to proceed. According to the criminal complaint, Jamison told the agent that they needed something along the lines of the New York truck attack or the 2015 terror attack in San Bernardino. Then, Jamison suggested an attack at Pier 39, adding that he wanted to use explosives that would tunnel or funnel people to a location where Jamison could inflict casualties. The FBI said. Jamison told the agent that he could carry out the attack the week of Deck 18 through Deck 25, but that Christmas Day was the perfect day. He also said he did not need an escape plan because he was ready to die. According to the complaint, in the affidavit, Jamison said that he needed ammunition, powder, tubing and nails and that he was trained in the use of both M16 and AK-47 rifles. He suggested that he could go to the mountains, build the devices at a remote campground and then return home and store the devices. On Monday, Jamison communicated with the FBI that he was very busy tonight, and that he had reconsidered and wasn't able to go through with their plan. The agent said, "We can only do Allah's will." And Jameson replied, "Insha'Allah, one day I can. But I can't." The complaint said, Search of Jameson's Modesto home was executed Wednesday. Investigators seized two .45 caliber magazines, several cylinder fireworks, a Winchester .22 caliber rifle, a Ruger's Model M77 and a Sturm Ruger 9mm handgun, along with a handwritten letter signed by an ISIS leader. According to the FBI, during the search, FBI agents interviewed Jameson, who stated his support of ISIS and terrorism, and discussed aspects of the plan to carry out an attack, noting that he would be happy if an attack happened. The affidavit said, Jameson will appear in federal court in Fresno at 2 p.m. Stay with KCRA for updates on this developing story.